is Dick Kitzmiller. I am a business development manager for Brainworks. 22 years in circulation and advertising, predominantly circulation, and in 1985 moved over to the vendor community. The biggest difference in circulation today compared to my work experience is the difficulty in maintaining subscribers for print publication. Circulation software can be used to address that by redefining by changing the focus of the software from a distribution piece of software that was designed to manage the processes of getting a newspaper from the folder to the doorstep, and transitioning that to an interface with the customer, and moving from, again, distribution to a customer service and a customer sales, prospect sales relationship. We can take distribution for granted. Everybody knows how to do distribution today. What we need is that interface to the prospect, to the customer, to anybody that in any way comes into our building, whether they come into our building electronically, by the web, whether they come into our building by telephone, whether they walk into our building, whether they meet us at a kiosk in a mall. Defining and creating and building on that relationship is what software has to do for us today. The system's been designed so that anytime we touch a customer, we have an opportunity to build on that relationship. And again, anytime we have a relationship with that customer, we have the granularity in the system of that relationship, whether it's a subscription, whether they are an advertiser, regardless of what a relationship is, to really understand what we are doing with that customer to help us market all of the products that we have to that person that we're talking to. CircSmart is a tool to help you sell. And anything that helps you sell, helps your people sell, is going to drive revenue to the bottom line. And that's twofold. Circulation revenue by increased sales, and of course the value again goes back to selling more advertising. The integration with MapInfo is key to the system. And by integration, it's a truly embedded product. A lot of the systems on the market today, all the systems on the market today, have some kind of mapping capabilities. In almost all cases, however, it involves moving data from the circulation system over into another database and putting a mapping product on top of it. Now there's a lot of value to that because you can still do, apply the maps and they look down into the detailed data underneath of it, but it's not real time. It's after the fact. If you're looking for trends and so forth, it may be too late to respond to something that's happening. And it doesn't, as you're looking at it in that other system, you can't touch the data in your working system. Now, MapInfo embedded in CircSmart allows you to see everything that's happening as it's happening. You can track service errors, you can track new starts as they're occurring, as they're being entered into the system, and immediately see what's happening. But at the same time, you can go to that map and you can go right to the underlying data. So it's interactive, you can see who's underneath there, you can touch that data real time, the same as if you were working off of a list. The other piece of that is a terrific marketing tool for advertising. Presenting that information to advertisers has always been a challenge. Reports, statistics, pie charts, any kind of charts have been favored tools, printed out in nice color and presented to advertisers along with demographic information, those kind of things. But we can take that a step further with the embedded mapping, because we can now overlay demographic data, we can overlay geographic data, we can overlay distribution data on top of our circulation. We can sit with an advertiser, we can choose high income levels, we can choose to direct their advertising, whether it's ROP zone, whether it's insert zones, to the people that they want to reach. And we can carry that down to subscribers and non-subscribers as well. and we can put that on top of any product that we have available to the advertiser. So when we can layer that together and present them to them effectively, present that information to them effectively, things go away. All of a sudden, cost isn't the issue that it might have been when they're looking at a price sheet, because they're seeing that they're reaching the people that they really want to reach, the income levels, the geographic levels, whatever that happens to be. We can show them our penetration. We can apply that information to them real time. CircSmart includes a complete insert management system. It provides the ability to order preprints, inserts, rate inserts, create the zoning packages, create the preprint packages, send the information to the packaging equipment, and manage the invoicing through the advertising accounts receivable system. But it goes beyond that through the integration with MapInfo. And it gives the newspaper an opportunity to work with the advertiser through the mapping software to actually select real time, based on demographic and geographic information on a map, the zones that the advertiser wants the inserts to go into. If I'm a jewelry store and I'm situated in a downtown or suburban area, a sales rep could walk in with the laptop and the information on the laptop, and through the integration with MapInfo, I can choose the areas that I want to advertise in based on demographic, based on income profiles, based on a radius within my store, perhaps more appropriate to somebody other than a jewelry advertiser, maybe perhaps a local hardware store. I could choose to advertise in a radius within 5 or 10 miles of my store. When we are able to present the unique features, the integration with MapInfo, and the granularity of the detail of the information and the focus on the customer, people understand it very, very quickly, and they're ready to engage in the process of how can I use this, what does this mean, what could this mean to my organization, and to begin to use an old term, think out of the box. During the evaluation process, we would be happy to come in and do a workshop, a hands-on workshop for the newspaper. We'll import their data, we'll set up select portion of their routes, their customers and so forth, their rates and so forth, and we will sit down with their users and give them a hands-on experience with the software. And we'll take that as deep into the process as the newspaper feels they need to go to make that decision. If I had one thing to say to prospective CircSmart buyers, or to anybody who's evaluating a new circulation system, take 30 minutes to understand the basic differences, and then let's explore what we can do for you. Because once you get into it and understand the basic elements that are different and unique about CircSmart, there are opportunities galore that we can explore.